Hey guys, welcome back to Team Death Slinger. My name is Peter, and if you can't tell, I am on a Mistymon kick right now. We're going over some yellow deck profiles, and I'm going over yellow LordKnightmon today. So, starting with our eggs, it might look familiar. It is Nyaromon from BT15. If you are playing Mistymon, you want this egg. When attacking by trashing the top or bottom card of your security, gain a memory. We're going to use this to trigger the Mistymon Inheritable to get an unsuspend and abuse the yellow LordKnightmon when attacking. We are on one copy of the ST13 Shakurimon. Players can't reduce play costs. We do lose really hard to Death Xmon, and the new promo Knightmon lets us play a yellow or black level 3 Digimon, so that's how we are hopefully going to play this Shakurimon and not let ourselves get Death Xmon. We're on 4 BushiAgumons. I just think this is hilarious in LordKnightmon. It is a rush level 3. Obviously, it does nothing if you don't play it with this effect, but this is playable by LordKnightmon. It's playable by Knightmon, and it's got rush. So this is just a great way to end the game, and 4 copies because we want to see it, and we don't really have any other inheritables that we're fighting to get in our stack anyways. I'm on one copy of BT4 Lucemon, on play recover 1, and obviously can only digivolve into Digimon with Lucemon. This is just a cheeky little recovery rookie. It's kind of a utility slot. There's a couple of utility rookies in this deck, and Lucemon is one that I wanted. 4 copies of the BT5 Kotemon. On play, reveal top 5 from the top of your deck. Add 2 yellow Digimon cards, the Warrior or Holy Warrior, and their types among them to your hand. The rest go bottom in any order. This grabs you your LordKnightmons. This grabs you your Mistymons. Grabs you Knightmon. Grabs Gladimon. Grabs, I believe, something else, I don't remember. But yeah, there's a lot of search targets you can hit with this, and it's totally worth running at 4. One copy of the classic BT5 Starmons. On play, for each Digimon you have in play, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 1k for the turn. This can turn into a really big DP reduction effect really quickly, and it's kind of gross when your opponent is not prepared for it. Then we're on 3 copies of the promo Shumon. On play, one of your opponent's Digimon gets security attack -1 until the end of their turn. This is also just quite hilarious when you just plop it down. Your opponent suddenly can't do anything because you put 2 security attack -1 Shumons in play. Can really swing a game and stop your opponent from closing out. The Inheritable is also really nice. When attacking, one of your opponent's Digimon gets -2k for the turn. Moving on to our level 4s, 2 copies of the BT5 Gladimon. On play, you can search your security stack for 1 Digimon with the Warrior or Holy Warrior type, reveal it, add it to your hand, and if you do trigger recovery 1, then shuffle your security stack. Just a great way to find your pieces in security if you do play it out and you are bricked. 4 copies of the BT6 Wizardmon. When a card is removed from your security stack, gain 1 memory. This synergizes with the Nyaromon and the Mistymon. So we're going to run it to get some memory efficiency back, and because we do need a valid target for the Wizardmon X. What are we grabbing back with the Wizardmon X this time? What are we tucking in security? That's going to be Fist of Athena, because it can play out Knightmons from the trash, and I think that is really cheeky and quite funny. This Data Witch Inley thing, I do not believe comes up. Let's actually double check live on camera. Nope, we are a virus type, so that will not come up, this Inheritable. So, onto our level 5s. 4 copies of BT18 Mistymon. This is the level 5 of choice in this deck. We're hoping to see it in our stack. Has barrier. On play, when digivolving, you can trash your top security to change the original DP of 1 Digimon to 6k until the end of your opponent's turn. The Inheritable says when a card is removed from your security stack, you may unsuspend this Digimon. We are going to be abusing this with LordKnightmon because it is not a once per turn when attacking. Also, changing your opponent's DP to 6k is just really generically good. You have a -2k Inheritable on the Shumon here, so if you are in the same stack, you're going to be able to make something a 4k body. And then this Starmon is looking really, really prime to make a splash and potentially wipe something off the board. 4 copies of the promo Knightmon blocker. On play, when digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets -3k for the turn for each of your Digimon. It is just better Starmons. And then the Inheritable says all turns once per turn. When another Digimon attacks, you may play 1 yellow or black level 3 Digimon card from your hand without paying the memory cost. The unfortunate thing is this is a 4 cost Evo. It is a little bit slow, but we're hoping to potentially get this down with LordKnightmon if we have no other better targets to play out with its effect in our hand. For our level 6s, I'm actually going to start with the LordKnightmon because this is kind of out of order. When attacking, you may play a yellow level 3 Digimon card or a yellow Digimon with the Warrior in its types from your hand without paying its memory cost. For each other Digimon you have in play, this Digimon gets +1k DP. So, valid targets for LordKnightmon. We have the regular Knightmon promo here, which is pretty good. Just offer it, that gives -6k to something, assuming this is the first Digimon you play. If we do have Mistymon in the stack, we're going to unsuspend. Get the when attacking twice. You could play something else with your first body, play the Knightmon for the second body. Now you're giving -9k, which is really good. You can also play your Gladimons, or any of these level 3 Digimon. We got the BushiAgumons with the Rush, the Recovery Lucemons, Kotemon if you need to dig, Starmons if you need the minus DP effect and you don't have Knightmon, and then the 3 Shumons. So quite a few targets for you to choose with the LordKnightmon. And like I said, we're looking to abuse this because it is not once per turn. We can trigger it twice with the Mistymon. Then we'll go to the LordKnightmon X Antibody. This does cost 1 on LordKnightmon, which is why we are running it. Collision and Piercing when Digivolve 1 on one of your opponent's Digimon for each of your Digimon. So we are going wide, and this can potentially be extremely gross. Then one of your opponent's Digimon can't Digivolve until the end of their turn. Also, a great effect stops your opponent from rebuilding. All turns if LordKnightmon or X Antibodies in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, all of your Digimon with Knightmon in their text gain Alliance and 3 KDP. One of the nastier things about this is we're going to run the regular X Antibody in this deck over the Protoform because we can swing, use the when attacking, use the Nyaromon effect to unsuspend, and then get our second attack in, play a second body out. Maybe we'll play out this LordKnightmon to give the minus 9k, and then we'll trigger the X Antibody when attacking, inheritable, to Evo into this LordKnightmon X, and we will be able to Digivolve that Digivolve 1 effect on an opponent's Digimon and then make it so they can't Evo. Combined with the minus 9k effect, this is very, very likely to just wipe whatever your opponent's big stack is on the board and then stop something else on the board from doing anything at all. So just a really devastating combo. If you are interested in playing the yellow LordKnightmon, I think it is actually pretty good just because it has access to the LordKnightmon X. Then we have 2 copies of Valkyrimon Ace. This card does have the Warrior trait, so it is a valid target for LordKnightmon to play out when you swing. On play and when Digivolving, all of your opponent's Digimon get minus 5k DP for the turn. That is super good, especially if some way, somehow you manage to just plop down 2 of these. Your opponent's board is minus 10k for the turn. There's not a lot that's really going to be getting past that. And then all turns, when a card is removed from a security stack, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 8k DP or lower. If this effect didn't delete, you gain security attack +1 until the end of your turn. Having multiple of these on the board is going to be gross. And because of the Nyaromon egg, we are going to be able to trigger this effect basically every time we attack. So it's quite good. Then we have 1 copy of the Ruin Mode. We do have lots of DP minus effects in this deck. We have the D-Digivolve effects, so it just makes sense to run the Ruin Mode, doling out minus 5k. 3 Fist of Athenas. If you have Digimon with Knightmon in its text, you can ignore this card's color requirements. And then main, one of your opponent's Digimon gets start of main phase. This Digimon attacks until the end of their turn. This is actually quite valuable. If you have the Knightmon just chilling on board, you play the Fist of Athena, force your opponent to attack, and you can ace into the Valkyrimon Ace and potentially ruin their day. Then you place this card in the battle area, and it has a delay effect when an attack target is changed. One of your Digimon gains piercing and security attack +1 until the end of your turn. The security effect also says you can play a level 5 or lower Digimon with Knightmon in its text from your trash without paying the cost, then place this in the battle area. Setting this up with Wizardmon X allows us to make comeback plays. It's going to put Fist of Athena at the bottom of your security. If you get that far, you probably have a Knightmon in trash to play out, and then you just need to get into the LordKnightmon and do your shenanigans, do your thing, which is totally feasible. And then the delay effect is also good because we have LordKnightmon X in this deck. After we do our combo, that gets us 2 free bodies and the LordKnightmon X Evo. On the next turn, when we swing a collision check, we are just asking to get piercing, sec +1, and we're going to have Alliance on the stack, so we're coming in for 3 checks. If we have the Nyaromon in our sources too, we can unsuspend and swing another 3 checks. Quite a good effect. 2 copies of the X Antibody so that we can Evo on the swing like we talked about, and then 4 copies of Physical Training to grab our pieces and then reduce the cost of our Evo. So that is it for my LordKnightmon deck profile. This is yellow LordKnightmon, and the crazy thing is we haven't even done all the LordKnightmons. There is still the black-based LordKnightmon that we could do. Let me know if you want to see that in the comments down below. That's going to be it for this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Consider becoming a channel member today. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Thank you to our YouTube members for supporting this channel. It's people like Langlong and Big Z11 who make videos like this possible.